And we're back. Waffleboard breaks. How is everybody doing this evening? Hope you're enjoying the games. First game just went final. Bob shutting out the New Jersey Devils 1-0 behind a Sam Reinhart goal. It's our first final of the night. We've got to think 8 or 9 games live, right? Looking at 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 8 games still live. We got 3 West Coast time zone games coming up. Ottawa, Anaheim, Dallas, Vancouver, and the Kings Sharks. Keep watching the Sharks. Told you guys the other night. Markstrom. Nick closes us out. Very nice with Markstrom. Very good. Going for the closer mojo. See if you can step. Somebody's got to stop Dale. Dale's been on fire. Dale's hit not back to back. He had 2 of the last 3. And I know he had one like a week or so before that. So he's been pretty much on fire. Thomas was cool off. He was a little bit on fire just before that. Of course, he had 2 turkeys he was trying for. Got stopped both times by Big Al. Big Al was the stopper. We called him in from the bullpen. Enter Sandman came in and shut down the turkey attempts by Thomas. But yeah, so obviously no turkey attempt tonight. Like I said, 2 of the last 3. Obviously, he hit the second box on he hit Tuesday. He hit one of the boxes on Sunday, and he hit the box on Tuesday. So we'll see what happens tonight going into the weekend. Like I said, just 29 and 28 boxes, just craziness for this weekend. We're going to do, like I said, we have 2 full weeks after tonight. So that gets down to 21 or 20 or 21, I think, which is pretty crazy. So like that last Tuesday and Thursday is going to be pretty insane. Like you said, I have something in store. Not yet, no giveaways yet, but I'm thinking of making our oldest box a trigger box, but we'll see. If it doesn't hit tonight, maybe that's what I'll do. I'm not going to do it for another box. I can't do that because it's down too low, but I will have a jersey I think I'll give away if that box hits this weekend, starting this weekend. Won't have it today because I don't have the box. I don't have the jersey down here with me. It's something that just arrived. I haven't even got it pictured or bagged up yet. But as of right now, maybe I'll do that. So we'll see that. That'll be the deal going into this weekend if it doesn't hit tonight. So if it is tonight, that's more power to whoever has that spot. But if after tonight, like I said, that left column hasn't changed. We have the same 8 boxes. We haven't hit anything there recently. We've been picking away at the reloads after that. That's the July, August, and September reloads, and even into the October reloads. October reload, we're down to 6. But July, we're looking at what's up, Thomas M. Just talking about you having been. Big Al played the stopper, came in and ended both of your turkey attempts. Dale C is hot as well right now, but he's got 2 of the last 3. No, nothing in the road. He had the last box. He's looking to go back to back, but he did have 2 of the last 3. CK hit the other one on Sunday, so we'll see what comes out tonight. Like the 31 and 30 box odds is pretty crazy, especially for fully stated checklist. Like I said, you guys pick your players stuff. This is as fun as it gets. There's some huge, big monsters in there still to be hit. They're all the same odds. We'll see what comes out tonight. But I'm saying we just haven't hit anything older in the recent time. We have 8 oldest boxes. The 1 May box, the 2 late June boxes, and the 5 July boxes. So that's everything in that left column. Everything before August. In the middle, we have just 2 boxes from August and 5 boxes from September. And then we have the 6 boxes from October in the right side, except for the top one. And then, of course, all the brand new boxes from November. 9 are on the shelf still. I probably won't move anything over. Maybe I'll just sort it out a little bit in the middle. Maybe I'll move a couple over. I'd like to keep at least 7 or 8 on the shelves. Don't want the stacks too high in the middle, but I'd like to even it out a little bit. But we'll see what comes out tonight. Good luck to everybody. We got a pretty good crowd tonight. Thank you for everybody for stepping up. And it was a little slow going at first. Big Al's actually out the Vegas game, so he wasn't around to grab stuff early. Some of you guys, flex your claiming muscles and grab stuff right off the bat. Good to see. James M's got a spot. Adam R grabbed it for him. Adam R's got a couple. Of course, we got Tim Kitty grabbed the spot. Very nice to have him back in tonight. Metcalf grabbed a couple, including our closer Mojo. Larry V just has one tonight. Big Al has a couple, and he parachuted into the claim thread, grabbing stuff left and right. Joseph K's got some nice spots. Thomas M, of course, has some good spots. Jason R grabbed a couple. CK has a couple. Yeah, like I said, yeah, that's what it was. There was nobody here to claim them, and like I said, I mean, I know Larry didn't grab him the last couple breaks, so he was there. Obviously, that's a fantastic Chelios Hawks jersey, so that's a nice one to grab. A nice white. You don't see the whites very often. Like, you see a lot more of the red Chelios jerseys, especially even the customs, but rarely you ever see the white. So that's pretty cool. So we'll see if that hits tonight. But that's in our left column as well. It's one of our oldest 8 boxes. Like I said, that's from when's that from? May, June. That's July, the July run. So, well, that's right. You hit that last week. Oh, so you won it in the weekend thing. I guess I didn't know what it wasn't in the East Coast. I thought so. It must have been in his your multi-sport. I didn't realize. I knew you probably hit that. I didn't see it though. I didn't see the video of that. So congratulations on that, Larry. Very nice target. Like I said, you got some other really nice targets. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm not rooting for against anything. Every single one of these jerseys I will love to see hit. So whoever hits, I'll be celebrating with you. I think there's only one jersey that I have a backup for as of right now. I mean, there's 2 actually. One's not here yet. So there's 2 spots of the 30 that I have a backup for the next reload if it hits. But everything else, I have about 10 or so jerseys in the bin here already. I'm waiting for a couple more. A couple more I got to send out to JSA. So they most likely won't be back in time for the reload. But, we'll probably at least a dozen for the next reload. But we have 2 full weeks after tonight to get to. Like I said, good luck to everybody. Love to see, some of the long-time targets come out. But sometimes, like I said, Big Al, I was telling him he didn't get any of his spots. But in the past, that's happened to him on occasion. And he's actually hit. He's hit when he got a spot that he's never have grabbed before. All of a sudden, that's the night he decides to pop out. So the randomizer is a fickle mistress. We are all at the mercy of the randomizer. I've been there many times over the years, and I'm currently doing that now over at East Coast with Big Al stuff Monday and Wednesdays. And Daryl L, if you guys are over in his break, he's got a pick your player, pick one, get one that he's been doing, building up his product. That should be fun. I think that breaks probably either Friday or Saturday, maybe Saturday, I guess. Not 100%, but I didn't see the last post. I didn't see my my pick one, get one spot today. So I'm pretty happy with that. So, I like my spot. Like I said, those spots are all destined to end up in the boxes here. So I'm basically, using that as a shopping tool to find good spots for you guys. So you guys are in luck. Like I said, you guys benefited from me hitting the Matthews over at Big Al's East Coast box. So that's how the Matthews ended up in this product. And like I said, the stuff I've hit, elsewhere, that ends up here as well. So, I mean, like I do try to hit stuff for personal, the PC stuff, but I always like to have good stuff available for you guys. So, and like I said, I do have the bounty over at Big Al's if Gretzky hits, and you would rather flip that for a nice McDavid Adidas and an Ovechkin Adidas, which is money-wise, I'm clearly a little bit more than, the Gretzky's a crazy jersey, but those 2 are as good a jerseys as you possibly can hit, and I have them both available as a combo if somebody wants to flip that to me. So obviously we'll take the shipping out of you. Big Al will just ship me that, and I would ship the Ovechkin and McDavid directly to you. So if you need pictures of them, I can definitely show them to you. But I have them here in my bin as well. So I'm ready for that to hit. Like I said, just trying to hit the Gretzky for myself. And if somebody else hits it, I'm more than happy to trade. I mean, granted, I probably should just sell the Ovechkin and the McDavid and buy a Gretzky my own, but there's no fun in that. So I'd rather, if that's in the product, as of right now, I'm going to use it as a bounty for Gretzky. So, but that's over at Big Al's on Monday and Wednesday. So make sure you get over there. I think he's got a dozen boxes left of this series. So he had a third of the product. It was 60 total boxes. So he had 20 to start. And I think he's down to 12 now. So I'm not sure if there's any more available, but I know last time he did order whatever was left of that series. And I was really happy with what I had there. So I'm more than happy to keep grabbing spots over there, keep it going. Like I said, we do support each other. Big Al's in here. We're over at Daryl's as well, and try to see build up to his product. I'll definitely try to get over there and check out the spots because that's fun. Like I said, he does other stuff as well. So like you guys do football. He does football, I believe, over there as well. And of course, Big Al is heavy football. He's a full-size master at this point in time. So he's got an entire basement wall full of boxed up full size NFL helmet. So that's his bread and butter. But like I said, he does have hockey, he does do a multi-sport, and that's where that Chilios, I guess it was is that the pick one? I guess he came out of the box. He claimed that box, and that's the box that opened. I know he's got the Primo product, which is a pick one, pick one, but that's a little different. But yeah, his multi-sport stuff is fun. You don't always get to watch the video. I just always realize the hockey probably hit when his new 4 jerseys. Usually one of them is because a hockey spot got hit. It usually has pretty even across the board. The 4 sports. I don't know if he has any soccer in there right now. I think he's in the past. He's had NASCAR. I think he had NASCAR helmet. I don't know if he had, like I said, I remember having some NASCAR a while ago, whether it was a year or so ago, but he definitely had a NASCAR helmet, I believe. So yeah, like I said, if you guys are into that, definitely get over and support Big Al as well. So he shouldn't be here tonight because I believe he's at the Vegas Utah game. Let's see what the score is. I'm sure I started at 9. So let me see what the score is over in Vegas. It's 0-0, end of 1. So he might be on the concourse trying to check out the stream. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. You really should charge admission. Obviously, you should cut the windows on the back side of the boxes so you can check out what's in the boxes because it's a nice display. I've seen, not recently, but I remember seeing some pictures of the wall in his basement. I'm like, it's almost like a giant Utah bomb shelter full size boxes. So like I said, it's like he gets stuff shipping in and out. He get boxes coming in. Obviously, the cases he got with East Coast, he got 2 huge shipments of them came into him. I know he does bats, so bats take up a lot of space. So he definitely should charge admission. If I ever make my way out to Utah, I know a lot of you guys are closer than I am here in Jersey, but if ever make your way out to Utah for some reason, I definitely would try to swing by the Big Al Emporium. So, but like I said, lots of good games on tonight. Make sure we get back. My Bolts are losing 1-0 to, of course, the 9-goal given up Oilers. They're now shutting down the Bolts, and the Bolts aren't. They're pretty much up and down, but Lewis losing the home to the Oilers, who just got bombed. That's a little bit of a surprise. Down 1-0 to the Oil. Obviously, I guess Skinner's not in tonight, but Picard's not been very much better. So, and Pickard's got 27 saves, so he's at least seeing shots, but Tampa doesn't seem to be able to get one by him. So that's about halfway through the third. So Blackhawks up 2-0. I did see that Connor did not score today. I saw the Flames came back and won the other night. Morgan Frost with the game winner in OT came back. That was a big win for the Flames. Calgary getting off the schneid. They're still the worst record in the league, but it's good to see them, play competitive. They're down, and then they came back and tied it, and then they got the big win in OT. So that was kind of cool to see Calgary. Like I said, you don't only see any teams terrible, especially with these teams that were terrible for years have now built up, top teams. Obviously, San Jose is playing as good as anybody out west. Not always defensively, but their young kids have been dazzling. Will Smith, Celebrini, obviously they're stacked, and it isn't too late to turn out. Like I said, Dustin Wolf. I watched him the other night losing the shootout. He was still had a great game, but that was the game they lost before they came back and won the last game in overtime. But like I said, it's gonna be a little tough going for that team. Huberdeau played great. He's been amazing last couple of games, and I thought for sure he was gonna win the game in overtime the other night. He just barely missed it. Obviously, he had a part of the assist on the tying goal. And then he just missed in overtime, and then of course they lost in the shootout. But Calgary's not a terrible team. They just started out bad, and they've been struggling. But all the teams right now. There's such parity across the league, which is a good thing. I mean, it depends on who you're rooting for. But watching any team right now can beat any other team. The cream is starting to rise to the crop. We'll see how these young guys go. When you get 40, 50, 60 games into the season, there will be some attrition because most of them aren't used to playing that long, whether it's in the juniors or even in the minor league for half a season. They're not used to playing. I mean, you have big body defensemen pounding you, 60 minutes a night in the NHL. There's some wear and tear though. The Huberdeau era, you mixed in mediocrity, maybe. Like I said, he's not going to top his career year in Florida, but like he's still an unbelievable talent. You watch him play out there, that top line for them, they can look so good. Like I thought for sure they're going to win it the other night. They came back, they tied it late, and then they just lost in the shootout. But like I said, they're not a team that's going to take it to a cup, but at least they're going to be entertaining. I mean, it's a shame, but they're not quite there yet. I don't know what quite they're missing. Obviously, they got a great young defenseman who's going to make mistakes. But then interesting to see how Parade comes along. But they got talent coming, but they're not quite ready to be on a level of even like the Sharks and the Hawks and the Ducks. Like those teams, they stunk for so long. They've stockpiled unbelievable top draft pick talent, and they're actually playing well. Leo Carlson has been a monster. Bedard's been insane this year. Celebrini's been fantastic, leading the league in points at times. So it's they did finish strong, and obviously you threw a lot of money at Dustin to stick around for pretty much the next decade. But I mean, you got to have a bigger plan than that. I mean, you still got to make some smart moves, smart trades, smart draft picks. Like I said, Parake is a great pick. I mean, like he said, he's going to be the man of the blue line. But I mean, there's going to be some growing pains when you throw out like a 19, 20-year-old defenseman. And he made the team, and he's played admirably. He's played okay. I mean, he's not a world beater, but he's put up good numbers, and he played in big minutes for them. So it's like I said, they're one of those teams that's kind of not quite but like a Buffalo. Buffalo is more of a train wreck, but Buffalo is one of those teams been building up talent, though they lost a lot of it to become Stanley Cup champions. But internally, they're still trying to build that team with their blue line, with trading for Bowen Byram, having Darlene. I mean, they have, they've drafted high defensemen, and it's a matter of time of their forwards, catching up to where the young defensemen are and putting everything together. I don't think they quite have the answering goal yet for Buffalo, and they're still not good. But like I said, somebody's got to be kind of mediocre in every conference, and that's kind of where they are in the East. But like I said, Detroit's kind of taking a step back. They're not quite ready to be like where the Devils are, or even where the Sens are. Obviously, those teams are trying to, ruffle the playoff, teams in the East. Rangers have been great on the road, but they were tough out of the box at home. But when you got Shesterkin in net, and you got the players they have, Panarin and Fox, and that team should be there come playoff time. But Tampa's disappointing at times. Like they got blown out the other night. They responded well, and then they're getting shut out today by Edmonton. I'm like yeah, that's not how you play. I'm like obviously they're missing Hedman. He's going to be out a couple weeks. So that's not good because their defense is AHL caliber. Jack, I mean, I don't know what's going on with the hand thing, but like I said, that's not good for them. But like I said, I mean, Florida Panthers are proven. You want to stay at the top of the conference. You got to do it without mouthpiece, without Barkov, and like I said, they have a deep enough team. And they're playoff tested that they know they can do that. Devils Coin aren't quite there yet, but they have good veterans on the team. I mean, Dougie Hamilton's obviously Hischier is a good captain. They got good young players that are playing well. Nemec is playing well. Luke Hughes is playing good. He got big money. He's making more money, I think, than Jack, his contract right now. So he said, I'm sure Jack Hughes will make more, but like I said, that's the Devils are the team that we hope was ready to take that next step, and losing Jack Hughes for 2 months is not good. But we'll see. I'm not sure if he'll be back in time for the Olympics. Like I would think he would be on make the team, but I don't know if he was initially named. Obviously, he'll be out 2 months The Olympics don't start till the first week of February, so we'll see if he's back healthy enough to play for that. But yeah, like I said, he's now becoming the certified Band-Aid boy, which isn't good, especially when you're number one overall pick. And he's not the captain. This year's the captain, but he's the top scorer on that team, and they're trying to make noise in the East. I mean, it's tough to lose a guy like that for 2 months because he was whatever he was doing at dinner. So it's a shame. But like I said, we'll see how it goes. He's like, I don't know. Like he's not going to be a big guy. He's not, but he does take a bit of a beating and he does get nicked up. But that's just how the NHL is. I mean, there's only so many, pure Ironman guys of that skill level that can take a beating. That's why you got to respect guys like, Connor Bedard's going to take a beating because for the last couple of years, he's been the best possible talent on that team. So he's been the target. I think Connor Bedard is more durable at this point in time than Jack Hughes. He's probably been a little bit more talented, but like Jack Hughes is not no one to shake a stick at. Every team in the league would take him as their L1 or L2 center. I mean, obviously teams like McDavid have a better center, McKinnon a better center, but I mean, like, if I was the Bolts, would I trade Braden Point right now for him? Probably not. But like he's nearly as offensively gifted, maybe not overall talented wise. I mean, Point plays perfectly with Cooch. He's just had a bad year this year. He's just not going in. So I expect Point to rebound as the season goes on. He's definitely a lot younger. But I mean, so Jack Hughes is going to get paid right now. He's not getting paid what the big puppies are, and he will. So it's, but you have to, if you're a franchise that has to commit to that. Yeah, I mean, Bedard's getting better every day. I mean, you always knew he could shoot. The goal he scored the other night where he basically, he was at mid-stride. He threw it far side. I mean, that's the kind of shot that players don't have in the NHL. Like, when you see him do it, it's so much easier to do it at junior level. I mean, obviously, you have a lot more space. But at the NHL level, when these defensemen are fast as you are, and much bigger, I mean, when you can get that shot off and beat an NHL caliber goalie, I mean, that's just filthy. I mean, you see some of the goals I've seen over the last couple of weeks, the Celebrini goals. I mean, obviously, seeing some of these young kids, what they can do, but they're all going to take a beating. See, NHL defensemen don't like to get embarrassed, and a lot of them are pretty big boys, so there'll be some thumping going on, and if you can respond to that, I mean, obviously it's going to be staying power, but obviously Bedard is taking a beating a little bit first couple of years, and he definitely looked like he's answering the bell this year. I mean, he can't even drink legally till July, so he's got a ways to go. I mean, Celebrini can't drink legally till next June, so that's how far away Celebrini is from drinking. So it's pretty crazy that we have players in their 19 and 20, which are right now top of the league in scoring. I mean, like I said, it's a combination of maybe the older players have kind of plateaued and they're not going to get past that point. And the teams that they're on are kind of letting them have that leash, but they're not, neither of those teams right now is a Stanley Cup contender, playoff contender, sure. But we'll see if they can continue it over the course of a full season. And their teams have to be smart filling out players that complement them, which I think they've started to do in Chicago, drafted well the last couple of years. San Jose's just been drafting well for the last half decade, trying to get that team into a position where they are now. And we'll see. Like I said, obviously they took defensemen. They have pretty good young defensemen in San Jose. But it's got to be a unit. Like right now, they don't have that guy where he's not he's not Luke Hughes. He's not Lane Hudson up in Montreal. They don't have Makar. They don't have a Quinn Hughes. They don't have the Hedman even. So San Jose kind of needs that part of the blue line to make them a long-term threat for the playoffs. But offensively, they're fun to watch. So make sure when we're done here, get over to your TV, ESPN Plus, and watch them and the Kings. Kings have 10 wins already, and the Sharks have 9, so that should be fun. So we'll get down to watching that after we get out of here. I guess Tampa's not looking well. It's not over yet, but so we got 4 games still live. A couple games are going final. Columbus, Philly, Washington. The Isles shut out Detroit. So Bunch of finals, and then we'll get to the late games after we're done breaking here tonight. But good luck, everybody. Just one box. I'm excited. 30 boxes. Like I said, this is the meat and potatoes, the nitty gritty. Obviously, we got 8 more to go before we reload. I'm really excited to see what comes out. Like I said, from here on out, I mean, every box is better odds till we get down to our next reload. So this is fun. Cannot wait to see what comes out tonight. So good luck, everybody. I think there's a dozen people, 13 people. It's a pretty good crowd. Like I said, you guys deserve whatever comes out tonight. So good luck, and I'll be celebrating with you. So let me get my dice roller and my random up. There we go. Banger time it is. Banger time. Let's see, Thomas. Let's see. You've been hot. Like you said, maybe cooled off a little bit because Dale was starting to stretch his mojo, even though Nick F has the closer mojo tonight. So we'll see if that comes into effect. He's trying to cool off Dale, Thomas wants to continue his hot streak, and then we'll see if Nick F is closer mojo, and then everybody else is in place, ready to hit. Like I said, we'll see if Big Al when he parachuted into the stream to start claiming spots late. We'll see if that benefits him tonight. But like I said, it has happened in the past, but we'll see what goes down tonight. So good luck, everybody. Here we go. Of course, 5 or more on my boxes. So we'll do 5 or more. Our boxes are here, still in order. 81 from May, 2 from late June. Then we have 5 from July, 2 from August, 5 from September, 6 from October, and then the 9 from the reload, which is 3 through 12. We have hit 7. It's the only one we've hit from the reload so far. So 9 of the 30 boxes are from the last reload, so 1 in 3 chance there. We have 8 boxes that are from May, June, and July. So almost 1 in 3 there. So we'll see. Like so. Good luck to everybody. Let's do it. 5 or more. See what we got. That is an 8 times. 8 times, guys. 8 times the list. 30 boxes. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. 8 times. 30 boxes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the box we're going to open tonight is box number 76. 76. 30 items, 8 times. Box 76. 76. Where's 76? 76. 76. There we go. 76. Ooh, we got some goodies. 76 it is. 8 times. Box 76. Okay. Very good. Box 76 in the middle. Second from the bottom. 76. Okay. 2. Okay. 76. Okay. Oh, I'm excited. Let's see what comes out. Box 76. Love some Vlad. The Vlad Tradiac. It's a great jersey, too. 76. Got no idea. No idea. There we go. 76. Good luck, everybody. Closer mojo time. Where's it? Let me see what we got. Let's see what we got. Okay. Okay. 76. Like I said, if you closer mojo doesn't just include the closer spot. If you have other spots, that goes towards the closer mojo as well. So, let's see what we got here. 76 it is. Let me see. 76. Let me see. That would take effect if you have a spot in this run. I believe so. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Let's see what we got. Let's go. Here we go. Box 76. Show us what you got. You know what? Let me look at it. I would confirm it. Closer mojo does exist. Danny Briere Reebok. There it is. Closer Mojo. Who wants to doubt the Closer Mojo does exist? Danny Briere. Nick F comes in, grabs the Markstrom. One of his earlier spots was Danny Briere. Look at the beautiful SIG. Gorgeous giant SIG. Beckett COA with the QR. That's the newer style Beckett hollow stickers. Love that SIG 48. Danny Briere. Absolutely beautiful. Closer Mojo. Is that Enter Sandman? Do I hear Enter Sandman? There it is. The Closer Mojo. Love it. Danny Briere. Look at the gorgeous signature on that one. Such beautiful. Love it with the Reebok swoosh logo. Sometimes they have the Reebok words, and then obviously with the Flyers. I'm not sure. I think sometimes they have very, very nice Reebok. There is the Flyers logo. Danny Briere. Very, very nice. The white name played on the orange. Reebok. Such a beautiful SIG. Such a beautiful hits. There it is. Wasn't the closer spot, but he had that as well. So that counts as Closer Mojo. Closer Mojo covers his other spots as well. Congratulations, nigga. Very, very nice. Sorry for everybody, of course, that did not hit. Closer Mojo was there for everybody. So Closer Mojo becomes the Briere tonight. Congratulations. Like I said, we're down to 29 and 28 on Sunday. So get over to eBay and get your bids in, claim your spots, put down your tent poles, come back later to fight it out on Sunday afternoon. So start ending two per minute at 7 p.m. Eastern time on eBay. So you guys know the drill. It'll be back there on Sunday. There we go. Next week, again, I said we're doing Tuesday and Wednesday for Thanksgiving week. So it'll be Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Facebook claims. And because obviously the oldest box did not hit, that box will now be a trigger box. If the oldest box does hit, which is box 81 will lead to a free jersey giveaway. So the free jersey will be random to every other box, including 81. I'm not gonna keep that out of the hit. If you hit 81 and then you double up by hitting the freebie, that's more power to you. The randomizer love you if that happens. But 81 will trigger a free jersey. I have to bag it up, and then I'll have that ready in a box here as well. So that is it. Congratulations, Nick F. We'll see you guys on Sunday for the eBay double box. And 81 going forward is our trigger box. Free jersey trigger box. So 81 hits. Free jersey will be given away to every other spot, including that one, in the room that night. So whether it happens Sunday, whether it happens one of the Tuesday and Thursdays, does not matter. When 81 finally hits, a free jersey will be awarded in that room. So good luck to everybody. Thank you very much for the continued support. I will see you guys back here on Sunday night. Enjoy the rest of the games. Until then, I'll talk to you later. WAFFLEBOARD Breaks is out. Take care, guys.